Assalamu alaikum my dear children. I am here with the last part of the fourth lesson, and but before getting started I would like to have a glance over the previous video. In the previous video we have learned about where do we get clothes from. We get clothes from both the plants and animals. Plants like the cotton plant and rubber plant. We get rubber from the rubber plant, cotton from the cotton plant, and we get wool from the sheep, fleece of the sheep. Fleece means the long hair of the sheep, and also not only from the sheep but also we get it from the fur of rabbits also. Okay, now let's continue our discussion from here. So let's get started. Let us meet some people who help in making clothes. uh, did you ever imagine, children, that how many people are involved in getting the clothes to us? So in order to find out that, let's have a glance over this. The first one is the farmer grows cotton plants. What the farmer do? They will grow the cotton plants and they will pluck the cotton from the plant and they will sell it to the weaver. What they will do? They will make into the long threads and they will weave it into a cloth. From that they will sell to the shopkeepers, and from shopkeepers we will take, and from the after buying the cloth, what we will do, we'll give it to the tailors. Okay, and the next is the shepherd rears the sheep for wool. Shepherds are the person who will raise the sheep. Okay, rearing means they will trim the hair of the sheep and they will collect the wool. Okay, after that it will be made into long threads, then they will weave into a cloth and we will wear it in the winter seasons, in the sense in the cool seasons, colder season. Okay, so next is the weaver. After collecting the cotton or the wool from these people, it will be given to the weaver. Weaver are the person who will weave the cloths. Weave means putting the threads together to make a cloth is called as the weaving. Okay, so weaver will weave the cloth and he will make it into a cloth. Then after that, what they will do, these persons will sell that cloth to the shopkeeper. So the shopkeeper sells the cloth to whom? To us, we customers. Okay, and we go to the shopkeeper and we will go to the shops and we'll buy the cloths, isn't it? After that, some are ready made, you can wear it directly, but some are unstitched. Okay, they are not stitched. So in order to get stitched, where do we go, children? We go to the tailors, of course. Then after buying that cloth, we will go to the tailors. The what tailor will do, the tailor stitches the cloth to make cloths, isn't it? According to your fittings, isn't it? So look how many people are involved in getting the clothes to us. Farmers, shepherds, viewers, shopkeepers, tailors, these many people are involved in getting the clothes to us. Now let's check out the fact. Did you know Mahatma Gandhi wove his own cloth, a small hand machine called a charkha? He called this special cloth khadi. If your father is having khadi cloth, then ask him, he will show you, and touch it, how the khadi cloth will be. It will be somewhat like somewhat thick it will be. And our Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of our nation, isn't it? So he used to weave his own cloth, that is khadi, and by using this charkha machine. Charkha is this type of machine. Okay, it will be there will be a wheel like this, and he used to use this machine to make the khadi cloth. Okay, now let's have a glance over this topic, that is colorful clothes from India. In India, different people wear different clothes according to their places. So let's find out by looking at these pictures. We know that people wear clothes according to the places where they live. Look at these pictures. They showed children from different parts of India wearing different kinds of clothes. Which of these have you seen? Can you name any of these clothes? But before having glance over these pictures, can you guess by just seeing the pictures? If yes, then go for it. Now let's have a glance over these pictures. The first one is Rajasthan. The people living in Rajasthan wear these type of clothes. How what it is? It is the men wear this turban. This is pagdi, and it is kurta pajama. Okay, short kurta and pajama. And the ladies wear, women wear this ghagra and choli. Okay, so if you see this, see this type of costume, it means that they are the person from Rajasthan. The next is West Bengali. What they are wearing? Look at this picture. The man is wearing this man is wearing this kurta and dhoti, and how he has worn. Look at the picture here. And the lady, she is wearing a sari, and in this way. Okay. The next is Kerala. The people from Kerala wear this type of costume. The first one is the man. He is wearing this lungi. This is the lungi, and this is shirt, and they will wear this type of costume. And the ladies wear this sari and blouse. The next is the Maharashtra. The Maharashtra people wear this dhoti and short kurta shirt, like, okay, and there will be cap on their head. And the ladies wear this choli. Okay, if you see these type of people, it means that they are from Maharashtra. The next is the Punjabis. They are famous for this one. Punjabi, the man wear this pagdi. This is the turban, okay, and the kurta. So the Punjabi man wear this type of costume, and the Punjabi woman, they wear this kurta and salwar, straight cut salwar, okay, and they wear the veil on their head like this. The next is Kashmir. The Kashmiri people, they live in the cool place where it snows, okay, and they wear this. The man wear this type of costume. This is called as a pathani, okay. They wear the cap on their head like this, pathani shalwar, okay, and the ladies will wear this headscarf and salwar kameez, okay. Now look at the whole pictures. What you have noticed? We have noticed that the people from the different places wear different clothes. According to their places, they wear clothes, okay. Now let's continue our discussion. Clothes from around the world. Now let's learn the clothes from around the world. Today there is a fancy dress competition at Millie and Joy School, and the children have dressed up in dresses from all over the world. Let us meet some of them. Now we have learned the different clothes from the different places of India. Now let's learn the clothes from around the world, okay. The first one is Ali and Roshni. Here is a at Millie and Joy School. There is a fancy dress competition going on, and all children are wearing the different costumes according to the different places, by showing the different places, okay, different places costumes, okay. So first one is Ali and Roshni are wearing kimonos from Japan. So these type of costumes, it is called as a kimonos. What is it? Kimonos, kimonos. So if you see this type of costume, that it means that these people are from the Japan, okay. The next is Meena and Nina are wearing the Xiong Sam, a dress from China. So if you see these type of costumes, it means that these people belong to the China place, okay. They wear this type of costume in China. The next is Millie and Joy are wearing the dress of Scotland called kilt. So the people from the Scotland, they wear this type of skirts, and this is, okay, this type of shirt and shorts, okay. So if you see this type of costume, it means that the people are from the Scotland, and this type of costume is called as kilt, K-I-L-T, kilt. The next is Ria and Jojo are wearing a dress from Korea called hanbok. Hanbok means what? This type of costume is called as a hanbok, and they are the people from the Korea. The people who lives in the Korea, they wear this type of costume. So if you see this type of costume, it means that the people belong to this type of people belong to the Korea, okay, and their costume is called as the hanbok, hanbok, okay. Next is Zeba is wearing a Russian dress called sarafan. Sarafan is this type of dress. She is from Russia, okay. She is flaunting the Russian costume. Flaunting means showing off, okay. The next is Tarun and Tina are wearing dresses from Saudi Arabia. Tarun is wearing a thobe and Tina is wearing a jalabia, okay. So you know Saudi people what they wear, this type of costume they wear. If you see this type of costume, it means that the people belong to Saudi Arabia, okay. So by this we came to know that the different people live in different places, and they wear the different costumes according to their places. By their costumes we can guess the people belong to which places, okay. The next is caring for clothes. We should care for our clothes, isn't it? How we should take care, let's find out. We all love bright and colorful clothes, but we should also learn to take care of our clothes. We wear different colorful clothes, isn't it? Bright and different colorful work clothes. And how we should learn how to take care of our clothes also. So draw a smiley next to the sentences below that tell us how to take care for clothes, and draw a sad face next to the ones which do not. So you have to draw a smiley next to the sentence which tells us how to take care. Okay, it tells us how to take care for the clothes, and a smiley next to the ones which do not. The first one is fold clothes neatly. Folding the clothes neatly, is it a good thing? Yes, so you should draw a smiley here. The next is do not wash clothes when they are dirty. Wrong. Whenever the clothes become dirty, what you have to do, you have to wash it. So he's telling do not wash clothes when they are dirty. It means that it's a bad thing. You are not taking proper care of your cloth. Okay, so we should draw a sad face there. The next is iron cloths, iron cotton clothes. Iron means istari karna. Okay, so cotton clothes before wearing it, it's a good thing. So draw a smiley there. Next is scribble on your friend's school dress. Scribbling means drawing with a pencil or pen on your on your friend's school dress. Is it a good thing, children? No, it's a bad habit. So you have to draw sad face here. Put wet clothes in the cupboard without drying them. No, before keeping the clothes in the cupboard, you should make sure that your clothes are completely dried under the sun. Okay, so that all the germs will get killed. Okay, now let's have a glance over the complete lesson. Clothes, first is clothes protect us from heat, rain and cold. Yes, it also protects us from the insect bites also. We wear clothes according to our needs. Yes, according to the needs, like the birthday parties you wear special clothes, and in the school you wear the same type of clothes, that is a uniform, isn't it? So according to our needs we change our clothes. Clothes are made from different materials such as cotton, silk and wool. Yes, we get clothes from both the cotton from both the plants and animals. Plants like the cotton, rubber, and animals like the sheep and rabbit, etc. People wear clothes according to the places where they live. Yes, we have seen in the pictures the people from the different places, how they wear, what are the dresses they are wearing. We have seen about that. Next, we should care for our clothes. Yes, we should take care of our clothes also. We should whenever they are dirty, we should wash it, and before keeping in the cupboard, we should dry it under the hot sun. Now you're talking. Millie's favorite dress is the pair of jeans that mom bought for her last birthday. So everyone has their own favorite dresses. So Millie's favorite dress is pair of jeans. It seems that her mother bought for her in her last birthday. Then Joy's favorite is an old T-shirt he loves to sleep in. So Joy's favorite is an old T-shirt. It seems. So do you have a favorite dress, children? Then talk about it with your parents. Okay, so I would like to end up my discussion. It was the end of our fourth lesson, and we'll meet up in the next video with the new fifth lesson. Okay, till that, stay connected, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.